was my person so quickly, and all of a sudden I found myself concocting this plan to propose to a woman I want to spend the rest of my life with, which is even like a scary sentence.
How
to
long
say.
ago did that plan start getting concocted?
Probably 3.5, 4 months ago.
Oh, so it was in the works for a while. I thought you were just
while.
doing it to get all the eyes off the FDA looking into Prime. So I was like, he's gonna do another stunt, so all the Twitter mentions could be about that. You know, what happened? The Canadian government was like,
no.
There's too much caffeine.
Can you
in
please not do this? We're talking about
No, because I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this.
Can we leave?
I
Chuck
knew it.
Schumer?
See, I
Put a
knew
pin
it.
in that
I knew
bullshit engagement, and let's talk about the FDA.
I knew it. I knew
Nah.
there was timing to it. See, he's smart.
Here's what happened. It wasn't timed, but it did work out because it did drown out some of the FDA noise. Because
Yeah.
that's what it is noise. The FDA is not investigating Prime as it stands. Who knows? Chuck Schumer, who is he's like the head of the Senate, which is fucking ridiculous.
Chuck Schumer is potentially, arguably, the most powerful man in the United States of America.
I was told he controls everything in New York City.
Number one. No, not New York City. He is the Senate Majority Leader.
Yeah.
From a positional standpoint, he may be the most powerful man in the United States of America. So that's why when I noticed that he was coming at you, I was like, damn, Susan Wojcicki was a warm-up for this dude, bro. Like, dude, this is crazy.
I woke up on a Sunday and I see Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is urging the FDA to investigate Prime. And in my head, I go, what's going on? Why is this? We're FDA compliant in America, like obviously. We're with our partners are ninjas in this industry. Nothing we're literally just following the rules.
Yeah. Like you may have done stupid shit in the past, but like
May
you're not
have.
gonna,
No,
you're
I
not gonna
did.
put toxic chemicals in a drink now.
What
It's
are
so
we
obvious
doing?
to look up.
We're doing exactly what we should be doing and are in line with all the FDA guidelines and regulations. And we're compliant to each country's different regulations. Like we just are.
I know something you're not compliant with. You ain't writing those checks, buddy. You ain't writing the checks. My sister told you. My lobbyist sister told you that if you ain't gonna fucking pay them, they're gonna come for you. You got to start writing those checks. You're an agent of the Matrix. You should know this shit. You should know. You got to.
You got to pay off the government?
You have to pay off.
Evidently,
the government's owned.
Evidently,
the government's owned, bro.
I didn't know this because his sister was the first one to send that to me. She said, it's likely that are paying to push to essentially create a headline. Like, let me clarify this. The FDA is not investigating Prime. A suggested that the FDA investigated Prime. Lobbyists who want to create negative headlines about our product that is quite literally disrupting the market and eating their market share, and they're not happy about it. I get it. It's all a strategic gameplay. It's just like when
I was
Elon
going to drink it and have a seizure.
yo, Jeff, no. 200 milligrams of caffeine. Hey, FYI, that's what Gatorade's Fast Twitch has. It doesn't even say 18 plus on the product. It's a can in a bottle. One says energy, one says hydration. One says 18 plus, one does not. Every time we do make a Prime Energy post, it says 18 plus on it. You know who's not doing that? PepsiCo. Your fucking Fast Twitch, which also has 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is the same as this. Hey, Chuck. When you point one finger, 3 point back.
Well, no, please don't include me and Jeff in this, Mr. Schumer. I want to say
No, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Chuck, I'll tell you something. Chuck, I'll tell you something. Listen to me, Chuck. Schumer, you won. You won this, and I'll tell you why. I went to be an internet troll, and I'm not going to say what I did, but it involved Chuck Schumer in a boxing bag. And as I was boxing this boxing bag that may have had a picture of Chuck Schumer on it, I tore my rotator cuff.
No.
I tore my fucking rotator cuff making a fucking troll video.
Damn.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to play baseball again.
Never. So I in my head, I was like, damn, I should have never fucked with the Senate.
What
was I thinking?
You don't think the government had something to do with that?
Of course they did.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as when your girlfriend says, I think I'm on my period, and you get a tampon ad. You started setting that bag up and they broke your fucking shoulder like this.
100%.
Bro, people don't realize how strong this government is, this corrupt, owned government is. Me and
You
Jeff
should
been
be
talking.
careful to even say that now because now I literally feel the wrath of the government, bro. Yo, I hate to say it.
I'm
dude,
sorry, I don't.
but the
I'm
Matrix
just kidding. I don't give a fuck.
is coming down on us, and y'all gotta be careful because it's all fun and games now till one of us goes missing or missing a limb.
Bro, and the worst thing about it is like, we should be doing it too because it's just the hottest way to get views, bro. Like if you do all that like crazy like
Start beef with the government.
yeah, or like the fringe shit, the Matrix,
Fuck the government.
high value women, high value men. 9/11 was an inside job. Hillary Clinton has a death squad.
Yeah.
Vaccines are tracking devices because they watch where we go and they can give us ads.
Microchips. That's what they were
You know what I'm saying?
injecting in
If
you.
we did this right now, our views would go quadruple. Now we'd have to post our podcast only to Twitter, but we'd have
But
4 times as many views.
Even Twitter's popping off with podcasts.
I'm saying, so okay, so what's stopping us from right now from calling women fours, right? Starting a fringe right podcast and just going on joining.
Why the
Chuck's-
disrespect to women though? We don't have to do that.
No, that's part of the thing.
I thought we were just starting beef with the government.
But women, there are women in the government.
So okay.
Here, I'll put it like this. The simplest way is this. The easiest route these days to viewership is by creating enemies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who those enemies are. You just have to be creating enemies. So the easiest thing to do, the far easiest thing to do, is make an enemy out of everyone. Every single person. It's me against the world. I'm the little guy standing up for what's right. Against the corporations, against the government greed, against Chuck Schumer. If you want to find a white knight, look to me. I'm your fucking guy. And this podcast, Impaulsive Podcast with Logan Paul, is now a fringe right podcast.
Yeah,
No, no, it's not.
yeah,
No, it is.
yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
not.
Yes, it is.
Let's hide behind that
Listen,
Paul
no.
name. Nice. Good work.
No, listen, Chuck, I got no problems with Chuck. I don't think it's going to affect anything involving Prime because I would like to believe that the consumer and the comments online will tell you this, exactly what's happening. You can tell it's a fucking energy product that's 18 plus and that our hydration line is not. And I think Chuck just introduced a bill that wants to declassify government UFO, otherworldly, extraterrestrial creature vehicles, which I think is sick.
Yeah.
So like, I
Go
got
ahead,
no
suck
problem
Chuck
with Chuck.
Schumer's dick,
I got no
dude.
problem with
Go ahead,
Chuck.
suck
He
his
tore my
dick,
rotator
bro.
cuff by riding
Can we
around
get back to the topic that you sidelined? Can we get back, please?
I
wanna-
sideline? What?
It's not Prime's not fucking banned from Canada. Prime
Okay.
Energy's not banned from Canada.
We could just jump cut
This
all
kid-
that.
no,
into
and I'll
that.
tell you why. We don't distribute Prime Energy in Canada. We don't distribute it there. It's there because of illegal importers and unauthorized imports of the product because,
It's been
Prime's doing-
smuggled in, like
smuggled in. I don't think you have to smuggle it, bro. I think you just bring it from the States or somewhere.
maybe somebody flew a drone over and dropped it. That's a new way of trafficking now.
Liquid's heavy. I don't think they could do that with the drone. But I'm saying, it's there's
trying
a
to think of another way.
shitload of misinformation going on with Prime right now, and it's funny to see. Time and time again, when you reach a certain amount of success, negative headlines become intertwined and synonymous with what you're doing. We saw it even happen with Mr. Beast lately. Mr. Beast, the nicest, most brilliant YouTube creator we've seen in a long time, who is constantly giving back to philanthropy, doing good, help changing the world for the better. And yet still people are coming down on him for what? You just want something to whine about and complain about? It's much easier to tear someone down than build your own life up. And the world's filled with that type of person right now. And Prime has, unfortunately, at least for that 2-week period, hit that zeitgeist. Bro, we don't even fucking distribute Prime Energy
And
in
why
Canada.
why is that? Because Canada doesn't allow